What is up? We are wrapping up our 4-mile run, our second workout of the day. Nothing too crazy because we had a nasty lift this morning. And today I want to talk to you about how I balance running and lifting and why I think it's so important to do both. Also, shout out Bandit Running. I got this shirt from them. They're a dope brand in New York. Nothing more than that other than, that's it. Just sick running clothes. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys, I'm going to do a little voiceover today of today's lift. So my current split is 4 lifts a week. So I've got an upper body day, a lower body day, a push day, and a pull day. And today is my upper body day. And through this workout, I'm going to touch on the 3 basics of why you should run and why you should lift, and then also get into some of the reasons as to why I do it. So with the basics, you've heard it from millions of others. You could do a quick Google search and these will all come up. This is nothing new, but I just want to make sure that you know how important it is to do both. So by running and lifting, you improve just your overall fitness. So running increases cardiovascular health and lifting increases muscle strength, which gives you a well-rounded fitness base. It just makes you a healthier person. It makes you a fitter person by doing both. And I know the common gym culture idea is that by running, you're gonna lose muscle mass, but that is not true. There are many people out there that are running ultra marathons that are just jacked. And so that is a myth. Running is not gonna make you weaker, especially if you recover well. Second thing is, reduces risk of injury. So lifting improves your stabilizing muscles, which reduces the risk of common injuries like shin splints or knee pain. And I will see so many people tend to get shin splints, that seems to be the more common one, have to sit out for weeks and they're doing nothing to combat that. They're just running and then they run until they can't anymore and then they have to sit and do nothing. And so by lifting, you're actually gonna help keep yourself from getting to that point of having those shin splints, having those knee pain. And then running improves blood flow and therefore recovery, helping with muscle repair. So I always remember some of my buddies growing up that were big baseball pitchers. And after a big pitching day, they'd have to go run miles on miles on miles. And that's because increasing your blood flow, which running helps you do that, helps with muscle repair. So you're actually going to get stronger the more you run. And then lastly, of just the basics, it enhances your performance. So lifting makes you faster and more efficient by improving your leg and core muscles, and then running reduces recovery time in between sets and increases your overall session stamina. So I know for the most part, you're not training to be a better athlete, you're training for just general fitness, for a better life, to push yourself, to push others, and just make yourself a better person. And running and lifting is going to make you perform better in all those areas and able to push yourself further and further. Now, my reasons and why I do it. So I love lifting. I love the culture of lifting. I love being in the gym. I love the aesthetics of it. So as much as I love running, at my core, I am a lifter and won't give that up. So the biggest thing on why I love fitness is the mental benefits. So lifting helps you build grit. It is a perfect metaphor of something weighing on you and you having to get stronger and lift it off of you. So I know weights can be a little meathead, but there are so many times in life that it takes willpower to push through things, and the gym helps you build that grit and helps you build that willpower. And I have not always been the biggest runner my entire life, but about 3 years ago, I really picked it up and I fell in love. I love it. And one of the reasons is running. Nick Bare had someone on his podcast say it, and I can't remember who, but it doesn't just clear your mind. It gives you clarity. So running outside with headphones, and especially without them, while battling the monotony of what running is, you're able to get into this flow state, and it lets you find some awesome realizations, and I think allows you to become a better person and a more well-rounded person. So running and lifting, fitter, healthier, yes, but it also gives you that mental edge. It lets you figure out who you are, what type of person you want to be, sort your life out, and just able to be more present, be more available to take care of yourself and take care of the people you love. And so that is why I think it is so important to run and to lift. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows to do both. You can't just pick it up. During my most recent marathon, my peak mileage got up to 60 miles a week. And I had to drop a session because when you think about it, about 7 miles is about as long as a lifting session. It's gonna put you at around an hour. When you're deep into running and your shortest run is 16 miles, that's a lot of time. And there's more to life than just running and working out, right? So that's gonna require you to balance it out. Sleep, social, lifting, and it's a lot to do both. So you really got to be very conscious about the amount of time that you're spending on exercise. It's going to require you to plan forward, plan your days out, plan your recovery, and fit it in. And yes, it's going to be very difficult. Peak marathon training, you're not always going to be peaking running. I mean, for most people, you're not going to be running 60 plus miles a week, week after week, year after year. And so when you're just off season, just getting started, you can do it. You just got to plan your time. You got to be more efficient with your time, and it's possible. So today I think I'm going to go for 13 miles. I really don't have anything going on. I was sick earlier this week, so I didn't have a workout session that I normally would. So I'm feeling pretty recovered today. And I got time to kill, so I think I'm going to go for a longer run. I'll probably do like a half marathon. But yeah, running and lifting, one of the difficulties is the amount of time it takes to do both. But now I'm just procrastinating on this run, so. Okay, let's go. So if you're gonna run and lift, fueling becomes so much more important because you can get through lifting, fasted, minimal food the last few days. You'll be fine unless you're like an Olympic athlete. But running, doing a 20-mile tempo run, you will literally die. And no, not like actually, but it will feel like you're dying. So you need to focus so much more on fueling properly. Protein to repair muscles, carbs to fuel your workouts, fats to keep your body balanced. So for me, I'll have a big carb meal the night before a run, some carbs before a run, carbs after to replenish glycogen storages right after a run. And then around my lifts, not so much, just to combat calorie intake. Because if you're not fueling properly, you're not going to do your workouts optimally. You're not going to be able to continue to work out because you're going to be so fatigued, under recovered, and just gassed. Another difficult part about running and lifting is there's so much more thinking about your diet. I'm going to take a quick little break at this halfway point to talk about how you will be tired when you run and lift, but there's going to be days that you don't want to do it, and those are the days that matter. Doing a 2-a-day used to sound like crazy man talk, and now it's really just another thing. The most important thing is you show up and stay consistent day after day, because over time that fatigue will go away and bigger challenges won't fatigue you like they used to. Make sure to celebrate small wins, adding 5 pounds to a lift, adding 1 mile to your weekly mileage, because you're gonna get down on yourself, you're gonna be tired, and you gotta push yourself through. Because at the end of the day, you're doing this for you. Most people aren't training to be an Olympian. Most people are training this to be fit. So do it for you, show up day after day. Oh, woo! First week of the year, first half marathon of the year, done. Woo! That felt really good. I mean, what a pretty freaking day. Beautiful Saturday, January, first week of the year. Oh, that couldn't have been better. And guys, I'm gonna end the video here, and I just wanna leave you with, you don't have to choose between running or lifting, and by doing both, it's gonna make you physically and mentally such a better person, and I couldn't recommend it more. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it takes more time management. Yes, you're tired some days, but just overall, you are just living at a much higher level, and it's gonna be tough, but just keep showing up, keep staying consistent, focus on your diet, focus on just being a better person, keep working, keep pursuing greatness. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Woo!